All right. So we are live now. I have to apologize because I actually scheduled this live stream for I think 8:15 and this is 9. Sorry. Oops, work called, so I had to quickly go right in. But before that, let's check our sound and make sure our sound is okay, and then we get right in. So I had to quickly go right okay, in. Okay. Let's check our sound and make sure our sound is okay. All right. Okay, so our sound is good, and I'll quickly share the live stream, and then we get into the hot gist. Uh, right about now, let me share myself out before we get right in. We're not going to waste time beating around the bush. We're just going to dive right into each topic and dissect them. I will try my best to get all of the gist out in late as an hour, or if I can do it under an hour, perfect, because I know most of you will be watching the replay. So yes, I don't want to waste your time. I want you to be able to sit down and just bench watch our gist. So welcome to Entertainment Daily with OK, and I am your host, Octavia Cora, where we bring you the trending gist, celebrity gossip, we dissect, we do reaction videos, and more. So if you love trending gist and celebrity gossip, then this is the channel to be at. Don't forget to subscribe if you just somehow stumbled across this content, probably because of the faces you see on the thumbnail. That being said, we will start from the Nollywood saga. We will start from the Nollywood actors that are busy dragging themselves like hell. Now, one thing you know with Nollywood is drama never ends. And when I mean drama, I'm not even talking about the fact that you know these people are actors and on set they will be acting and doing all those drama. No, I'm talking about real life drama. So we're talking about three of the Nollywood actors by name Angela Okorie, Uche Elendu, and Anita Joseph. Okay, so a quick backstory for some of you that might not understand what is going on. Now, a while ago, the actress and now a singer, she hardly acts these days, that's Angela Okorie. She's mostly singing and performing all around and stuffs like that. You hardly see her in movies. So the actress was performing on a show, and then when she was returning from her show, people blocked her, shut up her cars, and all of that. Videos of her was online, how she was almost assassinated on the road with her team, but luckily she was able to escape with her life. But then immediately that story came up that Angela Corey was attacked by unknown gunmen or whatever. Another story quickly popped up, and photos of her, you could see her shaved head, you could see her face all bloody and stuffs like that, popped up, where you could see that yes, truly she was attacked by people that. But then a blogger carried the gist, and this blogger was saying that actually it was not unknown gunmen, it was actually someone paying people to actually get rid of that lady because she was sleeping with somebody's husband. And then another story came up where they said she was not only sleeping with a woman's husband, but she was actually sleeping with the woman also. So people were like, "Oh my goodness, this lady is a badass." Like she is a baddie because you're not only running things with the husband, but you're actually running things with the wife at the same time. But Angela never came out to debunk or say anything and all of that. So words were flying, people talked about it, and that's been gone, and so many other things is already trending and all of that. But Angela decided this is the time that she will start dragging the people that brought the story out. So maybe somehow she got to find out who sent those clips to the people, to the blogger, what and all of that. So now Angela is saying that her ex bestie Uche Elendu, which is also an actress, is actually the one, because in her own words, and I'm going to play the video in few seconds. In her words, she's saying that Uche Elendu is actually the one that actually came to her house when they were trying to take out the pallets from her face, depending on the type of gun that was used. Most times it shoots and the fragments and all of that will be left in your body and all of that, and they need to take out those metals. So she said in the process when that was happening was when Uche came and was filming her and sent these clips to the blogger. She actually dragged that blogger also. She didn't hold back. So I'm going to quickly pull up the content and let's hear from her, because some persons, the internet is just divided, because some persons are of the opinion that why didn't you speak then? Why are you speaking now? Like, what's going on? And why are you threatening you're going to out people? Anyway, we'll get to that, but let me pull up the clip from Angela's post where she was talking about it, and let's hear together. Why the whole dragging and all that? Everybody knows I don't drag people. You understand me? But when this thing keeps coming on with all the lies, I will have to defend myself at this point. Uchelendo came to my house when I was shot, and she was videoing me while they were cutting my skin with razor blade and removing the pellets from the gunshots. Now, for those of you who doesn't understand what is going on, okay, against me, for what? For what? Have you ever seen anyone drag me on social media? Say Angela snatch husband, no snatch husband. I don't follow for that league. I don't follow for that this thing where they do. I'm not part of their nonsense that they're doing. You can't find me there. You understand? You can't. In that level, you know, go fit. I have a lot of people, my friends, that are married. In fact, like 90% of my friends are married. Nobody will come and tell you that Angela do one or snatch one husband or one. I'm not in that. I'm not in that. I know they that level with these people. I know they that level with them. And me, I choose my friendships. You get it? Like, against me. For what? I was practically trying to survive. They were injecting me 4 injections every blessed day just to pass me out and stabilize my life. I took over 200 injections. You had the infantry to video me to be sending to a gullible and wicked blogger that was writing that I slept with a husband and wife, which you and me know it was a lie, because I don't know anybody like that. All my friends are married and nobody's going to come and tell you that I've ever done anything like that to them. Nobody has ever tracked me. Have you ever seen anyone drag me on social media? I was practically trying to survive. They were injecting me 4 injections every blessed day just to pass me out and stabilize my life. I took over 200 injections. You had the infantry to video me to be sending. Okay. I am not part of them. I am not. Because if I am, I'm sure if they have anything against me, they would have posted it since long time ago. But they don't have anything against me. I am not part of what they do. But my anger is, why would you want to do me dirty to that extent? Why? Anita was busy saying it was karma. Karma of what? Why? Did I do you wrong? No, come out and say it. Say what? Tell the world what I have done to you. Why? You want to? Why you people just keep gangering? I am not part of them. The point is, why were they trying to assassinate my character? Why were they trying to write a different story from what happened? That I was coming from a show on our way going back home at Orile. They shot us, 10 people at Orile. And my friend came and was videoing me at home where she saw I was in pains. They were cutting my skin and removing pellets. She was sending to a blogger that was writing a different story altogether, saying that I was sleeping with a married man and a married woman, and they are the people that shot me. Why are they trying to assassinate my character so bad? Why do they want to really paint me a bad person? That's the point. And that is the point is, why were they trying to assassinate my character? All right. So this you just heard is actually from Angela Okore, and that because she said when she started talking, a lot of people were of the opinion that what are you talking about? Like, why are you dragging these people? They thought that Uche Elendu was your ex-friend and what's going on and blah blah blah. But she just explained it. And in the case of Anita Joseph, she said Anita Joseph said, haha, like it was laughing, kind of excited, and said it was karma. So now Angela Okore is asking that wait, if this is karma, what did I do to deserve this type of karma? Did I wrong you in person? Did I do something to someone you know? Come out and say it. So she now is beating her chest and saying she is not that type of person, that she doesn't play that type of game that the Anita Joseph, Uche Lendu, and all those other actresses play. If you remember a while back, she actually came out a few weeks or few months ago, and she was talking about how a whole lot of celebrities should stop lying, mostly the Nollywood industry, that all these flashy life, big cars, big houses they are buying, it's not from acting that the money is coming from. That everybody knows that it's not from acting. They should just tell the truth. And now she has gone further to say that people should forget the fact that Anita Joseph is married. These are the words of Angela Corrie, okay? Allegedly. Let me quick add so nobody can sue my ass. Anyways, so she's saying that despite the fact that Anita Joseph is married, that Anita Joseph's husband is a good guy, but that Anita Joseph is still stepping out and doing whatever she's got to do out there. She's also saying that Uche Elendu is also like that, that her slate is not clean, okay? Like there's cockroaches in Uche Elendu's cupboard, that she's doing the same thing. She has even gone far to say that if they don't take care, that she's going to come out and drag Uche Elendu with DNA tests and all of that. So at this point, some Nollywood actresses or actors or people are actually telling her to calm down, leave it alone, let it rest. Some other persons is saying out them. Actually, fans like those are not Nollywood, but most of the Nollywood comments I saw were saying, "Look, leave it alone, let it go. We don't know you to be this type of person. Leave it alone," and all of that. And she's saying people should warn Anita Joseph and warn Uche Elendu, because if they will dare say something about her, she's going to come out and she will bring more, like what she's going to be exposing. It's going to actually shake the internet, and she's going to be bringing out a whole lot. But some fans they are saying, wait, wait, wait. Now, because this person is your ex-friend, now you're going to come out and try to act, try to paint like they are on scales, they are doing all these things that all of you were best friends once. So that means you two, you were you two, you were like them and all of that. But that being said, let's go back to what she explained, that she was at home. Uche Elendu filmed her. Now, if truly that Angela Okorie did her digging and finally found out that it was her ex-bestie, that Uche Elendu, that sent those clips to the blogger, then I think that is absolutely wrong. Because I'm trying to think, why would you film your friend at a vulnerable moment of her life and not even film it to say you're keeping it at for memory's sake, so you give it to her later if she wants to have it or whatever, but to film it and have it in mind that you're going to send this to a blogger so you can get paid, or so what, like that's the only thing I can think of, sending it to a blogger and get making money out of it, because most times the bloggers won't tell you where they got the information from because they don't need to, so they won't say it. Okay, so why would you even do a thing like that if you know? Because I believe if someone is your friend, you kind of know what your friend likes and what your friend don't like. All right, sorry for that short break. All right, so you know what your friend likes and what your friend don't like. So coming out and doing something like this, of course, you will expect that this person will say something. A whole lot of people are just of the opinion that, oh, you should have said something long time ago. But different people take time to process different stuff. Like she said, it got to a point where she couldn't sleep. If you've been in a near-death experience, that's when you would understand that it's not even about the physical hurt that you might get, okay, at that moment, but the mental this for you to process that thing mentally and try to deal with it and all of that. It is something that a lot of people go for therapy, sleepless nights, waking up with nightmares. It is absolutely terrible. So one can actually understand when you were in a situation where you thought your life You just saw your life flash right in front of you, and then a friend of yours goes out to do something like this. I totally understand why she's dragging Uche Elendu, her ex-girl's friend. Moving on to Anita Joseph. I feel like if Anita Joseph did make that comment, I don't know if she made it publicly or she made it somewhere in private where it was just them like actresses or actors, and somebody took the comment to her, or she also actually commented on the blog, because some of them comment, and I know Anita Joseph comments a lot on a lot of blogs and posts and all of that. You will see Anita Joseph airing her opinion if something happens. Most of the Nollywood people don't. They don't like commenting when it has to do with something concerning their colleague or something. They will hardly comment anything. Okay, if it's something terrible that happened, they can say a prayer and all of that. But Anita Joseph is not that type. She will say her mind and move. She doesn't care if you're coming to drag her or not. So I feel like maybe that's what she did, and that's why uh Angela Okore is feeling like, how can something this terrible happen to me? And you look back and say, this is karma. Like you're laughing, like you're excited that this happened to me. And I'm looking at myself like, have I ever had issues with this woman? I don't think so. All right. So that being said, we have been talking for 16 minutes analyzing the Nollywood. Like I said, if I can get this done in a very short time, we are going to do that. So let's move over to the YouTubers, the sagas, the reaction, the everything you see on the thumbnail. Like the thumbnail is packed. Okay. This thumbnail is super packed, and we are going to get right into it right about now. Okay. So that being said, moving on, a whole lot has been happening on YouTube. A whole lot of YouTubers, content creators fighting, basketballs flying up and down, and this one and that one. And like lately, it is mostly about the travel vloggers from Africa. Like there's been so much chaos. Okay, so much chaos. I don't even know what they're fighting for. I don't know what they are dragging. I don't get it. Likes of African Tigress, it looks like African Tigress is fighting with everyone. It looks like Wodemaya is in another deep shit. I am Mawa also, and all of that. But I want to start with I am Mawa, and we're just going to slowly get touch down on everyone that you see on the thumbnail. Okay, so let me quickly pull up something that I kept somewhere. Save the stuff. Hold on. Wait, let me go to my archive and pull this out. Hmm. Okay, so I want to start with I am Mawa calling out reactors. Okay, hence you see the photo of Choice TV, you see the other travel vloggers and all of that. I didn't want to put all the reactors and everybody there, but okay, Choice TV is one that is up there also in the reactors. So when you have her up there, you know that yes, this involves reactors. All right, so for a while now, a lot of reaction has been flying and people have been talking. I am Mawa also trending, with the Maya trending, so many other people trending, in the African space. And you talk about reaction videos and all of that. So I am Mawa came out, and I am Mawa said that reactors should stop. They want to talk about him. They should promote positivity and stuffs like that. Maybe talk about where he's traveling to and all of that. That if you call yourself someone that supports him and support what he stands for, as I am Mawa, that you should ignore the negativity and all of that. So reactors should focus and just do the positivity and talk about everything positive about him, and leave the negative part and trying to either clear the air or whatnot. Like whatever has to do with negativity, the reactors that support him truly should forget about it. And he also said that he watches them and he's subscribed to some reactors. Okay, names he didn't give, but he just said he's subscribed to some reactors and he watches their content. And if they will continue with the whole negativity also and all of that, that he is going to unsubscribe and stop watching such content. A lot of the reactors didn't feel good about what he said. And one person that blew hot, hence her photo is there, is Choice TV. Because Choice TV came out and Choice TV gave Ayamawa Gbazbos. Now, some of you must like, what did you say? Choice TV gave Ayamawa Gbazbos? Yes. Choice TV, like y'all know, Choice TV, like when Ayamawa talked about how he needed support for his traveling and all of that, Choice TV was among people saying people should support Ayamawa and all of that. Choice TV talks about Ayamawa a lot. Okay, a whole lot. So when Choice TV came out and Choice TV was like, Ayamawa, in her title, she actually said, "You cannot control me. I am Mawa." And on her video, she delivered on that title that she titled that particular live stream. If you think I'm joking, go to her channel and watch that live stream where she titled, "You cannot control me. I am Mawa." And she said to I am Mawa, she said, "Look, if Ayamawa thinks that he's going to tell them what they're going to do, that's not going to work. That first of all, she doesn't even know if Ayamawa is subscribed to her or not, and she doesn't care. But that's not the reason why she's doing what she's doing. That she enough is enough, and some people that she had bad blood with, enough is enough for those people, and she's out to tackle those people. And if those people are saying bad things about Ayamawa, she is definitely going to tackle them. And it doesn't have anything to do with Ayamawa. So if Ayamawa wants to unsubscribe from her own channel, that she's speaking for herself as a reactor, she's not speaking for on behalf of everybody that reacts, but she's speaking for herself, that she doesn't even know if Ayamawa is subscribed to her. Okay, but that does she appreciate all the if people subscribe came to her because of Ayamawa, because she was talking about Ayamawa and people came and subscribed, she appreciates them. But Ayamawa should not think that Ayamawa can control her. She also said to him that he should go and do his findings and digging, that she is not on anybody's side. That's why a whole lot of times people don't like her, people drag, people say all sort of that she can fight for you, but at the same time, if you mess up, she will still come out and treat your F up. Okay, like that. That's it. That she can be there rooting for you, but if you do anyhow, you go see anyhow, you go receive your baskos. And did Ayamawa receive baskos that day? He did. Because Choice was like, no, 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 I am not your reactor to start with. I am not anybody's reactor. I am not anybody's friend. I am on my own, one man standing, one man island, and I do what I want to do. So I am our and if you think that I will not talk, that's not going to work. Because if this set of people that are fond of putting out this type of content where they will lie, they will say all these things, and then you think I will not come out and debunk it if they were talking about something about you, and I think that's not true, I will still come out and debunk it. And she said, well, she's going to give Ayamawa basketballs when Ayamawa needs to receive basketballs. She's going to shout him out, support him, and do what she needs to do when she needs to. But Ayamawa should not think that she is doing all of this because she is his reactor or she is fighting for him and all of that. That nobody can control what she will say, and nobody should even be feeling like they can control the type of content that other people put out. And I kind of agree, because everybody with this particular line, I said people should not try to control the type of content that people put out. Everybody that decide to create a YouTube channel decide the type of videos they want to put out there. Okay, you might come and see it as a negative one, a positive one, a dramatic one, a whatever you want to call it, but that is what that particular YouTuber actually decided that the person's channel will be about. So if you don't like it, if it's something that bothers you, then it is better, or it's best you just move on and not stick by. So not only Choice, some other reactors also reacted, and they said they felt like Ayamawa shouldn't have made that comment that he made, because now it's going to make it look like, oh wow, he's trying to cause chaos within people that are even out here trying to support him. Some persons even went as far as saying that since the likes of Choice, Ella Table, and rest that reacted, some of these reactors, I don't even remember their names, that started reacting positively about Ayamawa, like saying, trying to debunk some of the things that people said that Ayamawa has actually changed. So if you've been watching Ayamawa prior and now, you can leave us a comment, let us know what you think about that statement. They felt like these people actually made Ayamawa to bounce back, and Ayamawa feels better about himself, because the whole lot of negative stuff that was out there was really affecting him, and he wasn't functioning properly for a while. And that was that. Moving over to Wodemaya and Miss Judy. Miss Judy and I and Wodemaya, they've been trading for a bit, and then to cap it all, Miss Judy now came out with this video where they were talking about car front seats. I actually did a video about that, but I actually wanted to add that also, since we're talking about travel vloggers and both of them are, and I wanted to add that to this. And that brings me to another thing I'm going to say after I finish saying this, and it's about the travel vloggers. Okay, so when Miss Trudy posted this video of a mother and a wife who should sit in the front seat and all of that. I felt like that content was not even a content that should be out there, because when you're a travel vlogger and you have certain numbers, or you're a YouTuber, not even a travel vlogger, YouTuber, and you have certain numbers, you have to be very, very careful, extremely careful of the type of contents that you put out there, because eyes are watching and people going to start talking. And when your marriage is still fresh like that of Wodemaya and Miss Trudy, there is no need putting out something that a whole lot of people will now have to put their mouth and say things, and then you go and watch them and it will now start affecting you. Like Miss Trudy has said in one of her videos that she used to watch reaction videos, like if somebody react and her name, she would go watch. But when she realized that it was actually messing up with her, you know, it's not good for her mental health, she stopped watching. So I feel like with all of that, if that has actually happened to you, then you should even be more careful of the type of content. Keep some of your private, as you're a travel vlogger, you will show your life and all of that, but certain things, when you're editing your video, just look at some clips and tell yourself, these clips, I don't want them to be involved. Okay, I don't want to include them because it's just too personal or for whatnot. Okay, so that being said, let's move over to the next. Now, looking at most of the African travel vloggers, I feel like there's a competition between these people. You know, I am Mawa, Wodemaya, African Tigress, Miss Trudy, and the rest of them that might not even be as big. And I feel like this set of people, it's almost like there's a competition of who is the best, who is the strongest, who is going to get the crown and stuffs like that. And this whole thing, I don't know if this whole thing started with and D Wango and all of that. I almost forgot D Wango and all of that. She's also a travel vlogger. So I feel like there is so much pressure on these people, and maybe these pressures are coming from their fans, like, you know, the fans, people that follow them, their subscribers. People are kind of saying things, trying to compare their content, you know, and all of that, and somehow it gets to them and they want to really try their best. Like with, for example, Wodemaya has the highest number among all of them with 1 million plus subscribers and counting and all of that. So when you see them, the way they talk, sometimes you can see that most of them are now so braggadocious. Some of them are trying to claim title that is not even there. Everybody's trying to push to say that, oh, I'm the best, I'm this, I'm that. And I don't think that is what this whole thing should be about. All of you are travel vloggers, aspire to be better. Don't look at anybody and try to think it doesn't even matter what the subscribers are saying, but it looks like there is a competition among these people, silent competition of who's going to do better, who's going to outdo who's going to what, who's going to not. And I think these things comes from people's following, the subscribers, their followers and all of that always push people to that. So I feel like if these people will ever come across this content, of which they might not, but if these any one of these people, travel vloggers I just mentioned, will come across this content, please, you guys, focus on the job at hand. Focus on getting better at what you do, and don't pay attention to what is going on and what is not going on. For example, African Tigress was in a battle with Wodemaya. We saw the episode that she wrote online and all of that. I also did a video about that. And then now is Ayamawa. Who's the next the African Tigress is going to fight with? What is going on? Who is actually poking who where? That people like, there is just so much going on. Okay, so after Ayamawa did his battle with the reactors, telling them all of that, he was trending, people did video. Then moving on was the next thing we saw was African Tigress posting in her community tab and addressing Ayamawa. And we're going to get into the post. So that now it's now before I even talk about read out what African Tigress post, let me just backtrack a bit. If you remember, a few days ago also, African Tigress granted an interview. You're welcome, sis. Oyoyo's World. You're welcome. Thank you very much for joining. African Tigress has granted an interview with Abuja YouTuber Pat Eyaba. Well, because African Tigress was in Nigeria just before she traveled to the UK. Now presently she's in the UK, but she was in Nigeria, and I think she flew from Nigeria actually to the UK. So she granted an interview when she got to Abuja. She granted an interview with Abuja YouTuber, like they did a collaboration. And on that video, it's on Patayaba's channel. If you want to see it, you can check it out. And Patayaba actually asked her what caused the problem between she and Wodemaya, that she wrote all those episodes and all those stuff, that like, can she break it down? And she actually explained how Wodemaya went on the African Nation That's a popular YouTube channel also that interviews people and talks about African stuff like that. And they were interviewing Wodemaya, and Wodemaya talked about how he was the one that introduced African tigress into this travel vlogging stuff, and that if people like, they can clip that part of the video and send it to African tigress. And when African tigress saw, and of course, trust the people subscriber farms and whatnot, they clipped that part of the interview and sent it to African tigress. African tigress said she didn't like it because Wodemaya did not bring her into this, that she has been traveling even before Wodemaya came from China, but it's just that she was not documenting it. She was traveling but wasn't documenting it. Okay, up until later, maybe when she went to Egypt or something like that, she decided to just document it. That's how she started YouTube and all of that, and just started putting this content on YouTube. But that it wasn't Wodemaya that brought her into the whole thing. Now, when she said that, she now said, then he went on another interview and he repeated this. And she said she sent him, after that first one, she sent him an email, okay, and that they both have each other's numbers, and that Wodemaya would have been able to contact her and say whatever Wodemaya wanted to say, but Wodemaya didn't contact. So she sent him an email telling him, like how she felt and all of that. But he still went to another interview and repeated the same thing. And that was why she dragged him and wrote all those long episodes that she posted on her community then, that was trending. Okay, that a whole lot of YouTubers reacted on. Okay, so that was that. And she actually said that Wodemaya is someone that always starts something, but when he starts it, he will not quickly pull back. And when other people react, the people will not look like bad people. They will now be dragged. Wodemaya will not look like the good one and the innocent one. That people should not be fooled. That Wodemaya is not as innocent as he looks, or he's not as innocent as he's trying to present himself. The type of person he's presenting himself to be, that's not exactly who Wodemaya is. These were her words. So fast forward, after granting that interview, just few days now is African Tigress and I am Mawa. And I'm like, seriously, what is going on? I feel like, did I not see African Tigress and Dim Wango some time ago, where they were, I don't know where they traveled to, and they were together doing live stream, talking about stuff and all of that. So for a while now, words on the street is that they're no longer friends. That's Dim Wango and African Tigress and all of that. I seem like something is going on. So when this post, we now saw this post, I was like, oh wow, you gotta be starting something. Got to be starting something. This is just ridiculous. So let's get into the post that she posted to her community. She said, calm down, and she tagged him. This is from African Tigress community. It's still in her community. If you check her community post, scroll down a bit, you will see this particular post. She said, calm down, I am Mawa. Now, before I even read this, when this thing came out and I was watching people talking about it, and I think it was on Choice TV's live stream, Choice TV was saying that she went to the particular video where this particular comment is supposed to be on, and she checked, she didn't find the comment that African Tigress was responding to. And I was like, oh wow, that's somehow. So when after watching Choice TV's live stream, I went back to African Tigress video, and I also said, let me just double check to see if Choice TV is right. And truly, I did not see any post. I went all through all the comments. I checked all the comments, and I did not see this particular post, okay, on the video. But you can see the screenshot in African Tigresses. So we don't know, did Ayamawa go back to delete the post? We don't know. But if you go to check that video, you will not see this particular post she was responding to. And you will only see it in her community post. And she said, calm down, at Ayamawa, you will get your UK visa. Allegedly, it's been said that on that video, Ayamawa commented that the way she's showing the negative part and doing all of that about the UK, that it might make it difficult for people like him that in the future, travel vloggers from Africa, others on him that wants to visit the UK. Thank you very much, sis. I'm still here. Thank you, sis. So it will make it very difficult for people like him to get visa to go there. And African Tiger, seeing the comment, felt like Ayamawa is just being a hypocrite, because Ayamawa is in Brazil, and he had actually also someone that asked him a question about if it's safe and all of that, and he has spoke about some areas are not that safe and all of that. So she feels like, if you're doing the same, why do you think it should be different from me? So she said, calm down, at Ayamawa, you will get your UK visa. It's one of the easiest to get. Just ask how. I'm not breaking any laws here, and even the citizens here agree with me. Do you know my citizenship? Oh, beside, don't worry, I don't apply for my visa as a YouTuber like you. And I feel like this is just the job. And this brings me to what I said earlier, that it seemed like there's a competition going on between this African tigress, Dim Wango, Ayamawa, Wodemaya, Miss Trudy, and the rest of them. Like this is, like it's too much. You get, it's too much. But anyways, and she said, let me see. He said, besides, don't worry, I don't apply for my visa as a YouTuber like you. uh, I'm a tech business lady, a techpreneur, so I haven't ruined anything for vloggers. Let's keep going. She said, I'm surprised that after traveling so many countries in the world, you still reason like this. This is also a job, okay? Like, do you think you reason better than? I'm not saying what the person did is right, but I just feel like the this response, there's a way you can respond to someone without giving a jab, even if you feel like it is necessary. But there's a point you get to, and I feel like these people, they all have over 200 subscribers. They have large following at this point. Okay, all of them, the travel vloggers. So I feel like they should be more conscious of how they respond to people, how they carry themselves, and everything. And I don't think African tigress and the rest of them are thinking about that. Certain things that comes out of their mouth, certain things they do say, their actions doesn't show or doesn't tell good of them. Okay. And she said, I'm surprised after traveling so many countries in the world, you still reason like this. You think immigration officials are dumb? You might have been denied visa before, but I promise it has nothing to do with what other YouTubers create. Just check yourself. But realistically speaking, don't you do worse? Break multiple laws on camera. What videos do you expect from me? Marveling at Big Ben or picking up men for fake relationship for YouTube views? Like shade. It's Ayamawa going to respond or Ayamawa is not going to respond? We do not know. But before I even scheduled this live stream, I went and I checked Ayamawa's community to see if he said anything. Ayamawa hasn't said anything. We don't know if he's going to respond. But before we even do, like I've talked about African tigress, and I'm going to also say this about Ayamawa. If Ayamawa did go post that comment saying that what she's saying and all of that, I feel like both of them are from Kenya. Both of them are travel vloggers. We've seen African tigress. I don't know if I've seen African tigress and Ayamawa in the same place before, but at least we've seen African tigress and Dim Wango in the same place. So getting African tigress number, it's not difficult. And if even if you can get the number, you can at least see now where they worry them as a serious where Gorex, you're welcome. They're wild, Jesus Christ. I don't even know. Do you get? I don't get it. Like it for me, I just think it's a competition thing right now with these travel vloggers. The way the drama is flying. This one said this, the other one didn't say that. It's just I don't know, man. It's just something else. And I feel like if Ayamawa dropped that comment, which like I said, I checked the video, I did not see it. So we don't know if maybe he dropped it and maybe realized that that's going to cause problem and he went and deleted it. But before he deleted it, African tigress, being the sharp lady, had already screenshot it and kept it. Okay, maybe she has been looking for this guy to fall, Ariamawa to fall in her trap so she can show him Pepe, and he did. I feel like he shouldn't have. because I was on his live stream the day someone had asked him if it's okay. I think the question was if it's okay as either a female to travel to Brazil or something, and he explained that the area he's in is kind of okay, but there are certain areas he mentioned, and he said it's kind of difficult and all of that. Bag snatching, phone snatching, and things like that can happen. And he just explained it and said how the bigger cities it happens, like there's a way he said it happens more, something like that, the smaller cities, because everybody almost know everybody, so they leave from the smaller cities to go to the bigger cities to commit these crimes and things like that. But you can see where he lives, everywhere is open and things like that. Like, it's okay, but you just have to be careful. You have to hold yourself, be all careful if you're going out at night, just those type of like going partying and stuff like that. So I feel like if you're gonna do that, and people are saying he has done it in other videos also, then you don't have the right to go on someone else's comment section to go and comment telling the person that showing this bad picture of the UK is going to stop them from actually granting people Africans visas to visit the UK, or travel vloggers. And Gloria says, sorry, host, I might not flow. I don't know them. You don't. They are African travel vloggers. I think you should check them out. Okay, they are African vloggers, although they're full of drama. But if you want to see different, they travel like African tigress, Dim Wango, and Ayamawa. They travel outside, South America, but North America, which is where Brazil and all those areas, and Thailand and out. But while Wodemaya would show a lot of African countries and all of that. So if you're somebody that you really love seeing the different African countries that you've not been to and all of that, then watching them is actually also very cool, because you get to see all these other beautiful places and all these other countries that maybe in Asia, America, and just name it. So but they're full of drama. That's just the thing. They are full of drama. And I feel like because, and in the case of Mawa, I feel like he just actually threw the reactors under the bus a few days ago, and then he did this to this lady. So it's almost like, are you looking to trend? Like, are you looking to trend? Are you really wanting people to talk about you? Because he has actually called out those reactors that are supporting him, or not even the ones that were dragging him. The ones that are supporting him, he actually called them out, telling them to stop sharing negativity. They should only share positivity, and they should only react to content that, like, he's traveling and everything positive that he's sharing, that those are the only thing. Like, he's trying to control the type of stuff they do. Hence reactors like Choice TV went in on him. All right, sorry, my daughter just came in. All right, so I felt like, wait, people are fighting for you, people are rooting for you, and then now you want to even control the type of content that they put out there. That's why those of you that saw that video, I think Oyoyo's word. Oyoyo's word said, I don't follow them also. Really? I like watching their content, when they're not in their dramatic mood, when they are showing us different countries and all of that. I watch, not like I'm not back to back, but I try to catch up on their videos and all of that, because it just helps us to understand and see more about our people and the world and all of that, places that you've not been to and all of that. I like to catch up on their videos. But when they start their drama, like, this one not follow. So when Ayama was telling the reactors that were reacting positively to his content to actually slow down and react to only positive content, and I was like, wait, how do you even do this? How do you even come out to tell these people? And Choice TV did hold back. If you watch that Choice TV, I was not on her live stream. I had to rewatch when I saw the title, and I went and I rewatched it. And I was just laughing through her. The goes that Choice TV gave Ayamawa was like, first of all, I am not your reactor. Okay. That's what Joyce said. I said, first of all, I'm not a reactor, and I am our. You cannot control me. I am nobody's friend. I am one man standing, and nobody's going to tell me what I'm going to do. So I just feel like it seemed like I am our is really out there lately. After doing that to the reactors, then these African tigress comments now came up. And I just like, wait, what the heck is really going on? Another thing I want to address is a comment I saw on someone's video, and I want to quickly touch down on it and use it as a teaching moment and just point out some stuff that I've seen happen a lot on YouTube. So, okay, on this video, somebody dropped a comment, all these faceless people, okay? So I won't even bother saying the person's name because a faceless person, okay, there's no profile photo on the person's post. The person said, okay, it's a video about these people that I'm talking about, okay? Oh, God, I said I thought this is a premiere. No, it's a live stream. It's a live stream, not a premiere. So I said, this comment said, I love all. Okay, person said, no, not I. So actually, person said, love you all. Wodemaya, Miss Trudy, African Tigress, but Mawa and his family, I stopped following because of their lies and scam. And somebody went underneath and said, me too. And then another person came down and said, you unfollow Mawa's family, not making any worse. One unfollow, 10 more follow. That's how blessed they are. You people love accuse people of scamming. Did they scam you? More blessings for Ayamawa family. Love from Jamaica. And another person said, I don't do Yambohanze scam village too. And I want to quickly touch down on this. There's this common thing we notice on YouTube that you see it a lot. People start referring to people as scammers, beggars, and stuff like that. Let me say something. If somebody comes out and asks for help or begs the person, subscribers or followers for something, and you are the person's subscriber, you are not obligated to dip your hand in your pocket and send that person anything. Like if somebody asks you for something, it is not a must. It is not by force that you must give, that you must gift. When you decide that you want to gift somebody something, let it be that you are just doing it because of, let's say, God, or if you don't believe in God, that nature, okay, will give you back good vibe and everything. Also gift because it is in your, like, it's something you love doing, it's something you enjoy doing, it's something you feel happy. And when you gift, don't look back. I noticed that a lot of gifters on YouTube are very evil people. Their gifts are not good gifts, and I feel like people should be extremely careful the type of gifts they receive from people and the kind of people they ask for gift. Daxi, pateras, daxi, pig in the mess. Oshi, please, asto, Anik suggesting. Caristo. All right. So I feel like a whole lot of people come up with this, oh, because this person came out, asked for help for something. It doesn't matter if that person is doing A, B, or C. When somebody asks you for help, don't put your eye, try to say, wait, is the person going to do what the person asked for this or whatever. Gift and just move on. These that people will gift, and the next minute they want to control. They want to tell you what to do. They want to tell you the type of content to make. They want to tell you how you spoke, how you didn't speak well. They want to send you private messages that they had with someone or conversation or something, and they want you to do a reaction on. They want to send you something that will put you in trouble for you to react on. It's almost like you're now obliged to do everything they ask you to do just because that they've given you gift. And I see a whole lot of people are kind of frustrated, but then look, gifters, this is for you. When you're gifting, if you know that you're going to gift people and you're going to come and control them, please keep your gift, because trust me, you're not going to receive any blessing from it. No blessing is coming for you. No, nothing. Forget it, nothing. Because a gift is something you give and you don't look back trying to use it as an insult, trying to shade, trying to control that person or set of persons. So this whole thing that people now have to refer to a whole family as scammers, I don't think that is good. If I am Mawa or Dim Wango or any of their sibling or their family member came out and asked for something, and you felt like, oh wow, I feel sorry for these people, they look poor or this or that, I just want to help them, and you decided you were going to help them, they did not come to your house and force that money out of your hand. They asked for help, you decided you were going to donate to the cause, and that's it. So coming out and saying, oh, people are this, these people are scammers, be careful of the kind of comment, because a whole lot of people can see that. And people that might really want to really help will like, oh wow, so these people are like this, these people are like that. And they've not even had one-on-one encounter with those people. Just because you gave a gift that you wanted to use to control, you wanted to show yourself, or some people just gift because they feel like, oh, maybe super chat is flying up and let me do so people don't see me that I'm doing and all of that. And then in return they feel like, oh, this person didn't even say thank you, this person didn't even appreciate, this person didn't even that. What about those people that gifts in private? There are some people that will give people, they will just ask them, for example, like, send your PayPal, and the people will send PayPal and they will just pay in and they close their mouth. And they're like, don't talk about it, don't name my name, don't mention my name. If you're saying thank you to people that gifted you, please don't mention my name, don't say anything. So don't be a gifter that will gift and then pull up with this type of comments and calling people scammers, and you don't follow this, you don't follow that. They're hustling, they're doing what they're doing. Okay, content creating, travel vlogging is not an easy thing. Travel vloggers, they always post stuffs like this. Some people, when they even start travel vlogging, their family will sponsor them. Okay, sponsor their trip to different places that they are traveling to, and then slowly they start building a fan base, and those people start contributing, giving them super chat, super thanks, channel membership, PayPal gifts, and all those other type of stuff. Or some people will even say, oh, if you're visiting this place, I have a hotel, I'm giving you a few nights for free, or this and stuffs like that they get. Okay, some people are like, okay, we will contribute to pay for flight ticket, and it just stuff just go on, because travel vlogging is not easy. First of all, it is not easy. Okay, you have to book your ticket, where you stay, what you eat, going to different places, transportation and everything. Okay, you also have to consider your health. So I feel like people should take it easy with these people. But going back to these travel vloggers, Wodemaya, Miss Trudy, and the rest, I feel like people should be extremely careful with what they do. Be careful with what you do. And this whole back and forth, African Tigress battling with Wodemaya battling with the rest of them, and then Ayamawa battling with African Tigress, and the next thing is, before we know, D will not come, also Dim Wango, and not everybody. People should slow down. Everybody focus on your content. It is not a competition. The world is big enough, the space is big enough for everybody. Okay, even if you travel to the same country, the way you're going to film your video, edit your video, and do everything, it's not going to be the same. So people that will like your content and want to watch and follow you will still love and follow you. And this whole thing that people are backbiting behind, saying things behind people's back, shading and all of that, it's not necessary. If you're a YouTuber, you're a content creator, create your content, do what you have to do. There's no competition in this game. There is absolutely no competition. So there's even no reason why these people should be seen fighting, battling each other, and whatnot. Like it is absolutely not necessary. Okay, it is not necessary. So whoever follows these people, and if you comment, let them see and let them slow down. And African Tigress, I think you have to also, one by one now, I'm just going to touch down on them, and I'm going to touch on the Nollywood, and I will round up because it's already 53 minutes, because I said highest 1 hour. As a host, have you talked about the Nigerian side of your live stream? What the this is Angela, or the Nollywood, or because you said Nigeria, the Nollywood stars. Yes, I started with the Nollywood stars. That's where I started the story from before I jumped into the YouTubers. I don't know if there's something, if something just pop up online that I've not seen. Drop it as a comment so I can quickly check it out. Okay, so African tigress, I feel you should change your approach of how, you're quick to just jump on and you write all of this, and then sometimes people will look at it like, oh, African tigress, you're fighting with everyone. Meanwhile, it could be that those people you're fighting with started the fight. But I feel like when you have certain numbers, your approach towards some things should be different. Okay, talking about Ayamawa, calm down and don't feel like people really owe you anything just because they're calling your name and maybe reacting to your videos and all of that. You don't have the right to tell them the type of reactions that they should do, because nobody's telling you the type of for example, or don't travel to Brazil, go to Portugal, don't go to this, go to Spain and all of that, where you should go do your travel vlogging. No, nobody tells you that. You choose where you want to go and you go do your thing, and you go live when you want to go live. You choose what you want to discuss on your life, you choose what you want to show in your video. So that's that. If you feel like people shouldn't talk about you, you could come out and say, please don't even talk about me at all. Okay, but don't try to tell people that you're going to unsubscribe from their channels just because they are posting certain type of content. Okay, if you feel like you don't like what they talk about, you could say, please, nobody should put me on their thumbnail, nobody should mention my name, and if you do, I'm going to strike your channel, something like that. The people are just going to leave you alone altogether. Okay, the Nollywood stars. Yes, I started the live stream with the three of them, and I'm also going to touch down on them as I'm rounding up now. Before I'm going to round up with them also, because I started with them. So that's for Ayamawa. And moving on to Miss Trudy. Miss Trudy, you just got married not too long ago. Your marriage is still new, and everybody that is married will tell you that the first few years of marriage is always very difficult. You started by telling us, okay, when people said you always refer to your Ghana mother-in-law as my Ghana mother-in-law, and you don't call her mom, mommy, mama, or anything, and people felt like you should call her that. And I noticed in this your other last video, you actually referred to her as mom or something like that. I will tell you, don't be somebody that people can easily control. Like you explained in your video, the relationship with you and your mom, and then your mom now passed when you were still very young. So you find it difficult calling anybody mom, okay, and giving that title to anybody. One can understand, and I believe your husband can also understand. Don't force yourself just because it's online in-laws and online your subscribers and people are kind of pressuring you to call Wodemaya's mother mom or whatnot. Do it at your own time. This is a man you're married to, and if all things are good, it's still there to do you part, except violence and anything else that will occur that you won't want to deal with and you want to just divorce and move on. But marriage is always still there to you part, right? So you will get there where you will be comfortable enough, you would have healed enough to be able to call her mom, mother, all of that. But it's not something that they force on you, because if they force it on you, it will never gel. Even the way you say it, it will not gel. As to figure. Please to force. Please to force. I'm coming soon. Sorry, that was my child. All right, so Miss Judy, don't be pressured into doing something you don't want to do. Don't try to live your life to just please people, because you cannot please everybody. There's going to be people that will not like you. There's going to be people that will like you. There's going to be people that no matter what you do, they're going to have something to say. So it's just better not to stress over it. Now, secondly, I want to touch down on the video that you posted. I think that was absolutely unnecessary. The video of you and Wodemaya. I'm talking about that people pressuring Wodemaya's wife to call Wodemaya's mom. Wodemaya calls his mother Mrs. Maggie or something like that. You even on that video, if you go listen to, you hear Mrs. Maggie or something like that's what he calls his mom. So who would say Mrs. Maggie or be Auntie Maggie or something like that? He calls Auntie Maggie. I think that's what he calls her, Auntie Maggie. So who even think that, who calls their mom Auntie Maggie? So if the husband himself is not calling his mom, why do you want his wife to start calling his mom and all of that? So people should leave people to live their life. Just because they're creating content and showing you their life doesn't mean you have to interfere and try to control them, try to tell them what to do. Okay, that being said, thank you very much, Ayoyo, as well. Thank you very much. That being said, talking about the video that she posted, who should sit in the front seat, Miss Trudy, If you ever come across this content, it is not a big deal. Who sits at the front of a car and who sits at the back of a car, it is not a big deal. Okay, it is not. It is not. Okay, and I feel like it's not something that will happen all the time, all the time. Both of you will have your own home. Maybe you don't right now, but both of you have your own home, and it will be just the two of you. But he also said, you know these people so well. I guess because I watch them. And I've been watching all of them for a while. So yeah. So that's why. So I feel like something that just the three of you wanted to go out for something. Let her sit anyway. It shouldn't even be a conversation. It shouldn't be something that you film and put online where some people are saying never, that will not happen with me. My mother-in-law will not sit in front when I have to talk with my husband. What is that conversation you want to have with your husband that you cannot have it later? Must you have that conversation in the car? And if it's something that is even that serious, if it's certain conversation you don't even want to have in front of your mother-in-law, okay, so let her just enjoy and have that front seat with her son for that day. And next time she might understand that, okay, the other time she sat in front, you sit at back, you sit in front. But it's not just a big deal. One, the car is yours, so just sit anywhere and allow them to do their thing. Go ahead, go ahead. Oyos was a host. I have a question. And secondly, I want to say something to Wodemaya. Do not always interfere in what your wife and your mom is doing. Allow the women to figure themselves. Allow the women to deal with what they want to deal with. I would have preferred if, as they just came out, Miss Trudy would have said to herself, okay, maybe I want to give up my front seat to your mom to sit, maybe because both of you have something to say, or or vice versa, like the mom was okay sitting at the back anyway when she saw Miss Trudy standing there. And Wodemaya interjecting made it look like you're a controlling husband, a man that will always want to tell you what to do, where to sit, what not to say, when to smile, when not to smile. That made him look bad. That made Wodemaya look bad, feeling like Atimagi should sit in front with me. Even when your mother said, when you said it to her, she said, no, I will sit at the back. Trudy should sit in front. You insisted, like, oh, these women, the two of them must listen to me because now maybe the man of the house. Like, you don't always want have to show that man of the house muscle and all of that, you know. Okay, I guess I'm waiting for Yo to write her comment so I can respond to it. Anyway, so Wodemaya, I hope you've learned that you don't always have to get involved in what the women are doing, so you don't make anyone feel certain type of way. Don't make one person, because some people even pointed out that you actually turned from there, you opened the car door for your mom, and I didn't even notice. Like when I did a video about that, I didn't even notice. When I saw other reactors talking about it, I had to go back and watch it again, and that's when I noticed it, that you opened the car door for your mom to get in, like you were going to close the door and do all of that, but you did not pay attention to your wife, at least to even open the back door, because the back door was closed. I said, I beg you, my mother sit at the back, so my mother-in-law should sit at the wait. I beg you, my mother sits at the back, so my mother-in-law should sit at the back. Oh, I guess you're saying your own mom sits at the back, so your mother-in-law too should sit at the back. Well, I think, in my opinion, I think the back seat is more comfortable for them because of age and whatever, either our own mom as the women or our mother-in-laws. I think the back seat is comfortable for them, but some of them love sitting at the front. So for me, I feel like it shouldn't be a big deal. You get, like, for me, if it's a family outing, I love to allow everyone. It just comes like, pick where you want to sit, everybody sits, and I get in the car last. You get, because I feel like it's not a big deal. You will not always be in this car all the time. No, not every day, man, you they go somewhere. Every day they follow you go place. Every day they follow me go somewhere. So if front seat's hungry you, I beg, take the front seat. But let it not be your son that will say, you sit here, you sit there. No, we can figure it out. We can figure it out. I feel that way. If I'm walking to the car with my mother-in-law, okay. If I'm walking to the car with my mother-in-law, I just know that the both of us. Where is the link now? Wait. Guest. Copy link. Is it copied? Wait, let's drop post, go to chat. Okay. All right. I've dropped the link. But I just feel like between a wife and a mother-in-law, they'll be able to figure out, even if let's say the husband is already in the car and the both of you are walking towards the car at the same time, you already know who wants to sit where and whatnot. And if you don't, both of you as in you figure it out in a second,
Hey,
Hello.
host, well done.
Thank you so very much, sis.
I came in where you were talking about the Ghana and the Kenyan people.
Yes.
Honesty, I don't know anything happening in those people's channels, so I'm just
Yeah.
here listening to you and picking up the bits and pieces. But my
Yeah.
question is, I came across a video where Choice TV was saying, Marwa,
Yeah.
you can't control me. So I didn't watch that live stream in full because it was too lengthy and I've not had
Yes.
time to watch it. And
Yeah.
so I don't know what actually transpired or what she said on that live stream. So my
Yeah.
question will now be, assuming that she was asked by Mawa to stop talking
Yes.
about her, don't you think that should be respected?
Okay, let me just backtrack because you saw that live stream and you were asking me if I saw it. So I went and I watched it.
Okay.
And when I was cooking, so I was able to just put my Bluetooth in my ears. I was cooking, moving around. So I watched up until the end of the video. I wanted to hear everything she was saying because I knew I was going to react on it once I saw the title. So she had said that Mawa had said on a video that, or the video or on a live stream, that these people that are reacting or supporting him with reaction and all of that, that he also watches them and he's subscribed to some of them. That although he did not mention the names of those that he subscribed to, but he said he's subscribed to some of these reaction channels, but that he noticed that they are beginning to react to negativity, that they should leave negativity, and if they are really supporting him, they should only support the positive things he's doing, like now that he's traveling. They should talk about those where he went, anything positive that he's sharing, which is for him, that's what he stands for. So they should leave any negativity
Mommy, you
and
won't
not
give me the
react to
laptop.
negativity and only promote his positive content. And that if they keep reacting to negativity and all of that, that he's going to unsubscribe from some of them because he only
Okay.
wants positivity and stuffs like that to go on. So that I think that was where Choice got upset. And Choice now said, wait, to begin with, I am not your reactor. Because I think he referred to them, because I guess because they react to him, they use his name, his photo, and all of that, and they talk good compared to some other reactors about him. So I think he sees them as his people, people
Okay.
supporting him. So that made her upset that he referred to them as his reactors. So she said she is not his reactor to begin with, that she's nobody's reactor, she's nobody's friend, she's nobody's anything, that she's a one-man island, she's one man standing, and that Ayamawa cannot tell her how to react because she is not telling him what to do. And also that when all those other people were saying negativity and all of that for 2 years concerning him, that he didn't say anything. But now that people are supporting him, saying good things, now he wants that if those people, those people that she also fought to have issues with, and she
Yeah.
said if those people will say something negative about Ayamawa, that she will come out and debunk it, that she doesn't care if Mawa sees it as negativity, that she will do what she has to do because she's out for those people. That was
Okay.
what that was all about. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm glad you explained that because I've not really I've been so busy that
Yeah.
I don't even have time to watch a 10 minutes or 20 minutes video these days. So if it's
Very
too
true.
long, it's kind of punishment for me. And
Yeah.
when it's too long, I can't be able to click to watch. So I've not watched a lot of people's video because of time. So I'm
Yeah.
glad you explained that, because when I tried to watch that choice video, you said, you can't control me. I was like, what's
Yeah.
going on here? So I didn't get to watch that. Anyway, it's not only positive thing you react, and you don't tell people what to do in their channel. So
Yeah.
it is what it is. But sincerely speaking, to me, this is people should fight
They
their
should
own
leave it
battle.
alone.
Yeah, people should fight their battle and carry their cross.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
If they feel it's too much on them, they can take those people to court.
Yes.
Sincerely, that's the way I say it, because when you continue to do one particular thing all the time,
Yeah.
you know, you continue to do one thing all the time, it kind of is a monotonous thing. It loses the value, and it's not a
Yeah.
good one. Okay, it's not a good one at all. So
That's
I
very
don't
true.
know. I wish them well. What can I say?
But in the case of Wodemaya and the mother-in-law and wife who should sit
Hello.
at the front, what do you think? Did you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me, sis?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Ah, okay. I was asking in the case of Wodemaya and the wife of who should sit in the front seat, wife and mother-in-law. What do
Oh,
you think?
oh, I said my piece. My mother-in-law should sit at the back. Period.
But in this case, it was the husband that was insisting
The
that his
guy
mom
is
sit in front.
what does Wonder Maya know? Wonder Maya is just an African man going doing whatever. What does he
And
know?
very young
He's
too.
forget about young. He's not 17. He's over 18, so he's not that young. The thing is that
Yeah.
people don't know where priorities are placed or should be placed. Your
Yeah.
wife and you are the same, so there is no
Yes.
separation. No matter how much you love your mom,
Yeah.
you people are the same. Do you still have an this my madam should let me remove this so that they can reach me. I blocked everybody from my work so nobody could reach me.
Oh, oh.
So the assistant commissioner just said, you still have your do not disturb sign. And I know she's going to call me now. So that's where I stand.
Okay, so let me quickly ask you before they call you. What about the Angela and Anita Joseph? What's your take? And Uche Elendu. What's your take?
If you can hear me, let me know. Can you hear me? I was
Yes.
wondering, his mother should also be sleeping in his bedroom.
Anyway, his wife will sleep on the floor. She and
Uh-huh.
him will sleep on the bed and be.
Yeah. So that it will all make sense.
I just feel it was very rude for him to say it. Both of them can figure that out, in my opinion. The mom and the daughter-in-law can figure who wants to sit in front. Like if the mother really wants to talk to the son, she could just plead with the wife. That and it's her place to give the mother the the mother-in-law that go ahead.
Hello. Yeah. Oh, listen to
Yeah.
this. Yeah, to me, it's not a big deal. People should stop making, making noise over things that are not relevant. Ooh, okay.
Oh, God.
Oh,
So what about the case of Uche Elendu and Angela Okorie?
see, I'm gonna be very fast on this because I might get a meeting as soon as possible.
Yeah.
See, those people are crazy, especially Angela. In life, as you grow older, you get wiser.
Yeah.
Okay, you get wiser, you start forming community,
Yes.
among your friends. You start
Yes.
building building building
Relationships.
strength in
Yeah.
relationship. You understand?
Yes.
Because these are the people you're going to grow old with. Why,
That's true.
for God's sake, are they not seeing Kate Henshaw, Iniedo,
Yeah.
Rita, Dominic,
Dominic.
Chioma
Yes.
Akpota? Why are
Yes.
they not looking at those people? They are forming a very formidable force of sisterhood,
Yes.
of friendship. That is
That's
what
true.
they are building. But these people are still chasing clout. Okay, um when they say, I thought she was trying to call, I just got a message. When they say
Okay.
sapa, it says sapa, abi
Yes.
sapo, or whatever, sapa, or
Yes.
whatever
That's
they
something like
call it. That's austerity or hardship in Nigeria. It has pushed a lot of them. The fact that they can now make so much money from Facebook and social media
Yes.
is pushing a lot of them to be senseless, to stop using their brain to think. Rather, they are thinking
Absolutely.
from their behind. When you start thinking from
Absolutely.
your rear, only thing you're considering is what will put money on your table. You don't consider your integrity. You don't consider the bond you could build. Somebody can offend you. You move on. If the person say, I'm sorry, forgive and move on. You understand? So that you guys can you close that chapter and it ends there. Okay, you don't have to come on social media and start washing your dirty liniens. It doesn't warrant that. Any angle you look at it, no, that action of that lady is very distasteful. It doesn't speak as somebody who has integrity to her name. Talk more of having class, but i mean i mean i mean oh,
You're very correct. And another thing that got me is the fact that why didn't she come out to debunk it then? Although you cannot tell someone when to do what. I just feel like
it
why
took her
now?
over a year to remember
Yeah,
what they
what
did to you.
triggered it is what
Oh,
I didn't see. I was
it's
searching for it.
jealousy.
I didn't see.
It cannot be any other thing. She's getting angry that, oh, why did I even let this slide? I should have done something. Okay, I will hit her back on her birthday. I mean, that
Yeah.
is the lowest you can go.
That's
The, the
true.
more
Uche
you
just
drag
celebrated
people,
birthday, right?
it was on Uche's birthday. That's the memory she's gonna
Oh,
have with her 40th birthday. Every other thing people did for her will never stick, but this negative
wow.
one will stick forever. That is mere wickedness, if you look at it. Pure wickedness.
Ah, then it was a payback.
Yeah, that's a pure wickedness. Mel, I'm going
Yeah.
to drop that. If you're still available, I will catch up with you in the next 15 minutes. Let
I'm
me
also
submit
going to
this
round up
call.
because family is popping up too.
All right.
I
You
want
have
to
a
thank
blessed
you very
day.
much, man.
Thank you. Thank
The gist
you.
is popping. It is getting too many. So I said, let me
I
come in and
know
do stuff.
you did
No
well.
time.
You did well.
Thank you so very
Thank you
much. You're
for
the one that
having me.
gingered me to do this live. If not,
Be coming out like this. You never can tell.
I have to. Maybe
Yeah.
even if it's late night, I will just do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you
You
so much.
you
Thank
take
you
care,
so much.
okay?
Go for your meeting, please. Gorex is laughing. Gorex says, so he knows he has a negativity law. Gorex, who are you referring to? Who has negativity? I am I guess that's the person you're talking about. The one that said people should not react to negative stuff, only positive. Look, these people, I feel like sometimes with the many numbers of subscribers and all of that, they try to tell people what to do and they no longer see that they are humans and they are normal people like everybody else, and they just act and behave in a different way. And this also goes to these Nollywood actors that we're talking about, this Angela and what's the other one's name, Angela Okorie, Uche Elendu, and Anita Joseph. There's just so many drama in Nollywood that they're always fighting. Like Yule Doche's wife came out saying she's going to out people. She has a book. She's going to talk about all the people and the type of things they were doing. For you to know all those things they were doing, that means you too, you were somehow, somewhere in that. that gang and all of that. So if you think you're going to bring people's dirty secret out, they're gonna also bring out your own out. And sometimes I don't know how these Nollywood stars they think. I think Angela waited for too long to react, and just to think that it was on the 40th birthday of Uche Elendu that she brought this out, it just makes it all tacky, you know. All this hinting, people are doing this. She had first of all blasted all of them that nobody had responded when she said all these Nollywood actors will be acting like, yeah, all these big houses they are building or buying and big cars and all of that, the money is coming from acting. That, of course, the money is not coming from acting. That's a jab at all of them in the industry, you know, at least all the females in the industry, you know. But nobody responded to her. Doesn't mean that people could not respond to her, but sometimes there are certain things that will happen. If truly that it was Uche, okay, that sent that thing to the blogger. If it wasn't okay, you cannot send things like that or anything at all. I don't care, good or bad. If your friend didn't give you the permission, don't send it to any blog. It's not in your place as a friend to put out the news about your friend, positive or negative. It's not in your place. If the person sent you, then said okay, the person will tell you, please post this, and, you know, send this to a blog. So if Uche Lendu did that, it was terrible. And if Anita Joseph had actually left that comment, or either made the comment face to face or in front of other people or online, that when those armed robbers attacked her car and her car was shut up and all of that, she could have died in the process, you know. For her to come out and say it's karma, it's not good. Even if Angela had done something bad to her, she should have just kept that to herself. You know, if she wanted to laugh, she should have just laughed in her house and just said it's karma under her own roof so nobody gets to hear her. But saying it to someone's hearing and then they took the stuff was just wrong. The three of them, if you look at it, the three of them are just wrong. Gora said it's not about bragging or dragging. So Angela still has a lot of growing to do. A lot of them. But is it even only her? If the Uche Elendu also sent that photo, according to the Angela, now saying that when she was laying down with all those the pallets from the bullet, all those things were still stuck in her face, and they were trying to bring out, you know, all those fragments and all of that from the bullets. Her friend was there videoing her, and the next thing you're seeing those videos or pictures in the blogs. You cannot do that at the vulnerable moment in your friend's life. You came as a supporter, you know. Immediately the person sees you in the person's house, the person is thinking you're here to support me, only for you to snap a picture and send it to a blog for a blog to post it. And the worst part is, even if she did not tell the blog, the storyline that the blog tagged that with, that was massive, talking about she was having an affair with the husband and the man and the wife at the same time. Like, really, it's something else. So that was just too much. Gora said as well. It's well. That brings me to the end of today's gist. There's so much to talk about, but we're going to try, even if it's an hour, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, we would just be combining some of the stories and telling, because so much is happening in the world right now, and single stories might not do it. So even in the videos, the short videos that I put out, even if it's 5 minutes video, if I can sum up two, three stories, that's what I'm gonna do, because there's so much to talk about, but there's no much time. And that being said, thank you so much, Oyoyo's World. Thank you so much, Gorex. Thank you for joining me on today's live stream. And until we meet on the next one, that will be that for now. And this is me signing out. And yes, thank you all. Thank you all. God bless you. God bless you. I appreciate.